live, I'm live. I'm live, I'm live.
Country back. Shut the fuck up. I heard you want your country back. You can't have that. I heard you want your country back. Shut the fuck up. I heard you want your country back. Oh shit, me too. You stole it right out of my hands and put the rug right under my feet. I'm Nat Turner meets Nat King Cole, a well-dressed brother with a revolution in my soul. We the people in the street, got the gammons on retreat and their blood boils over when we speak, so let it be heard. We ain't wasting a scrap when we eat, and when we come for it, then we're coming to keep. I heard you want your country back. Ha! Shut the fuck up. I heard you want your country back. You can't have that. I heard you want your country back. Shut the fuck up! I heard you want your country back! Well shit, me too! I heard you want your country back. Shut the fuck up. I heard you want your country back. You can't have that. The only place I know, stolen right under my nose by ignorant scum, trying to lay claim to a land that ain't theirs anyway. Wait, what did you say? I heard you want your country back. Shut the fuck up! I heard you want your country back. You can't have that. I heard you want your country back. Shut the fuck up. I heard you want your country back. Well shit, me too. I heard you want your country back. I heard you want your country back. Shut the fuck up. I heard you want your country back. I heard you want your country back. You can't have that. I heard you want your country back. I heard you want your country back. Shut the fuck up. I heard you want your country back. You cannot have that.
I want them feel alright, them skin too tough to bleed. Hustle up me gun, you know Bob Vylan. I make we step like a centipede and take the lead in a war. I want them feel alright. Man. Alright, that tune is sick still. Alright, let's run that again. One more time.
Colleagues inside.
Whoops. Wrong one. What done with that tune? I heard you want your country back. What done with that tune there? I gotta load it up again. Man, be clear. Alright, let me load it. Let me reload him up again. Come on. Come on, slap it. I can't hear it.
I heard you want your country back. Shut the fuck up.
Shut the fuck
Your
up!
country back. You can't. Shut the fuck up. I heard you want your country back. Oh shit, me too. You stole it right out of my hands and put the rug right under my feet. I'm Nat Turner meets Nat King Cole, a well-dressed brother with a revolution in my soul. We the people in the street.
I heard Easy wants his country back.
And their blood boils over when we
Said it to
speak,
shut
so
the
let it
fuck
be
up.
heard.
I heard
We
Adam
wasting
wants
a
his
scrap when
country
we
back.
eat, and when we come for it, then we
Get a
come
job,
to keep.
bitch. I heard Brandy wants her country back.
Shut the fuck up.
She can't have that. Ew. I want them feel like, man. I want them feel like, man. Hey, one second. Let me see if I can This sounds fully gone.
I'm told that the jury...
Alright, yeah. We still lit there. Alright. Yeah, man. So big up the people them in the place, man. Big up the people them that brushed their teeth this morning and had a wash, man. Yeah. Big up all the people that contribute towards the economy. Yeah. Big up yourselves. Yeah. Big up you if you pay taxes out of your earnings. Yeah, big up. If you're not included in that, then what the fuck are you doing? Huh? Just shut the fuck up. I heard you want your country back. No, you can't have that. I heard you want your country back. Shut the fuck up. Oh my days, that is my fucking new tune right now. You can't get that. Mad. How you mean? You never know when I've been ill. You know why? Because I don't look for sympathy from you fucking weirdos. You know that? You notice that? I've never shared not one of my issues with any of you dickheads. I'm never gonna share any one of my issues with any one of you fucking weirdos. Are you mad? Stop it, man. Chill out, man. You think I am Jupiter? Or you? Behave yourself, man. What? You wouldn't even know if I was on my deathbed, mate. Yeah. So shout out to Bob Vylan. Fucking up the place. Yeah, man. I bought the album still, man. Yeah. Make sure you guys go out there and buy Bob Vylan's album, man. You hear me? And shut the fuck up. I heard you want your country back. No, you ain't having that. Oh, shit. What? Oh, my Diddy. Lord. Yeah, man. Yeah. I ain't got any more Bob Vylan tunes. I have, actually. But I'll play them next time still, man. Alright, so let's get busy, man. 1 sec. Let me scroll back and see if there's anyone worth bigging up in the chat, man. Alright, shout out man like game. Walk on. Banga never die for hunger. How them feel like? All tight Papa Cup. Come on, LFC. What we talking about? All tight the black. Come on, darkness is. Hey, big up, man. All tight nibble, there you are. Mad. All tight life hot, man. Yeah, shut the fuck up easy and get back in your box. All tight TTK. Mad. Come on. Mad. All tight. Sorry, all tight. Oh, did I pick up Dibble? Yeah, pick up yourself, Dibble, man. Alright. And big up everyone else then, man. Shout out fucking Adam Smith, Wendy Woo, shout out Cassie Oaks. Who else is in there? Come on, big up Kimmy. How want them feel like? I think that's it. Mike, Duckegg, big up Duck. Walk 1G. Yeah, that's it, man. So shut the fuck up. You hear me? Mad. Yeah, man, so P. Diddy verdict is in, yeah? Mad. Yeah, man. Mad. The P. Diddy verdict is in, yeah? Shout out K Black. Mad. Yeah, man. So, you know, you could be good friends with your neighbors or whatever for all you like, yeah? You gotta be careful who you surround yourself with, you know? Let me play a song that goes for that, yeah? first of all, before we get busy. Like, and I might have to make this into a quicker still. Yeah. Enough of them say them and girlfriend, but when you check it out, them is a different person. Man, them no one see you dribble like that. That's what I'm saying, man. Even if P. Diddy got not guilty on all charges, yeah, this shit is looking extremely shaky now. Oh my Diddy. Oh my gosh. Lord have mercy. Yo, some of that freaky business that my man's going on with, yeah, is mad. Mad. Yeah. Crazy. Extra brazy. Come on, load up, man. All this thing I deal with. Oh, it's reception around there. Yo, can you hear me still, yeah? Okay, got out. The reception's not the best right there still. The two we used to share a flash, Ross. Now you want to kill me for NSC. Sorry, that was the actual video. Let's just play the tune. Best friend come to take your life are the worst thing you could ever see. And the two we used to share a flash around, now they want to kill me for NSC. Some run be your enemy. We don't want a friend from them. Them is a different person. Alright, click it. Come on. How you mean? Yo, how we fit yourself we not certain? What them a do behind curtain? Yo, I don't think you realize how permanent that bar is, bruv. Yeah? We don't know what none of these fish patty youths are doing behind their curtains, cuz, man. So don't trust none of them. Not one of them pussy hoes, cuz, man. Alright, so let's get into P. Diddy's trial. Mad.
Inside court, I'm told that the jury is being brought back in to the courtroom behind me, inside the courthouse behind me. Sean Combs is seated at the defence table with his head down. The defence team is now standing. The government prosecutors who have worked so hard to try and return guilty verdicts in this case, they're seated as well. The jury filing back in, which indicates that these verdicts on these 5 criminal counts that Sean Combs stands accused of, that this verdict is coming very soon.
Martha, he chose not to give evidence, didn't he? I mean, he pleaded not guilty to all these charges, but didn't speak in the court.
Yeah, that's right. And I think that was the big question for the first few days. You know, would Sean Combs take the stand when the defence opened its case. I think it became obvious pretty early on that he wouldn't take the stand. They obviously decided that that wouldn't be valuable to their case. He did speak to the court very briefly. He stood up last week. He thanked the judge, said, Your Honour, you've done a marvellous job over the past 7 weeks, clearly trying to ingratiate himself with the judge. We're just receiving the verdicts now on that first charge of racketeering conspiracy, which carries a potential life sentence. This is the one that the jury was deadlocked on. They have now reached a decision. They found the defendant, Sean Combs, not guilty of that, the most serious and complex charge of which he was accused. They found him not guilty. So Sean Combs not guilty of racketeering conspiracy. On count 2, which was the sex trafficking of Cassandra Ventura, known as Cassie, his girlfriend of more than a decade, this jury have also found Sean Combs not guilty of that charge. So that's the first 2 charges against him, not guilty of both those charges of racketeering, conspiracy and sex trafficking. On count 3, however, this relates to transportation for prostitution. The allegation that he transported male escorts across state lines for the purposes of sex. He has been found guilty of that charge. He faces a potential sentence of 10 years in prison. It is, however, unlikely he would receive that full 10-year sentence. So he's been found guilty of transportation for prostitution in relation to Cassie Ventura. Count 4, which is the sex trafficking of the woman who testified under the pseudonym Jane. Sex trafficking of Jane has also been.
Let me pause it there. So, this must have been some special witness, right? Because they was able to testify under a pseudonym. Like, can you do that in the UK courts? American law's a bit different, right? Yo, that's mad still. So, they're not guilty on 3 and guilty on 1 so far, yeah? Mad. All right.
Found not guilty. However, on the transportation for prostitution in relation to Jane, he's been found guilty. So Sean Combs.
All right. Yeah. So that's 3-2. Yeah. He got bus case on 3 charges and guilty on 2. The one with the least charges. Like, God damn, that's peak still. But not as peak as getting the life for the other ones. Fuck it, no. So it looks like P. Diddy might be coming home then. Fuck it, no, mate. Lord have mercy. Them parties are going to be empty though, fam. Lord have mercy. You. Man, they're going to ask you mad questions. You get me? Man, I'm gonna ask you mad questions if they see you outside the Bumper Clap P. Diddy party and that nowadays. Mad, car. People was already asking questions before it went to court. Like, you know? I think the main one was when Cat Williams done his skit where he said, right, he bust the wrong door in one of them parties and saw 2 gangsters moving fishy. So, Lord have mercy. Mad. Alright, so what do you think? Do you do in America, yeah? So is the time that you spent on remand, is that considered time off against your sentence? Or is it like like half a day? Is that 1 day, half a day or something like that? I don't know. Right, man might not even go actual, or man might be in jail for a short amount of time. How what? You think he's gonna get 10 years for the two, 10 each? I'm not too sure what his first time in court and that. Crazy. Hey, listen, you know your case is peak here. If your legal team advise you not to take the stand here, then your case is extremely peak. Extremely. So let's remove that so we can get along to the next one. Man. But you know what we've noticed, yeah? Extreme fake outrage at Bob Vylan's chance at Glastonbury in comparison to things that's actually happened within Gaza. Is crazy, cuz. Oh my days. Hey, let me run this video real quick here. And if you look on the date of this video, it says 2023. Yeah, listen to the charts. Listen. Alright, am I gonna have to do I'll tell you what I am gonna do actually, yeah. For the purposes of keeping it funky, yeah. I'm gonna pause and read. I'm coming to occupy Gaza. And now I'm here to fight. And beat Hezbollah. And now I'm here to fight. I stick by one mitzvah and to fight for our freedom. To wipe out the seed of Amalek and to fight for our freedom. Hey, you don't need the fucking subtitles read for that bit, right? I left home behind me. Won't come back until victory. We know our slogan. This bit is a bit peak. Yes, if you're easily offended, clutch your pearls now. Whoa, there are no uninvolved civilians. So, there's a clear difference between what Bob Vylan said, and what the IDF are chanting right there, right? That guy mad. Let me read the rest and I'll add you, whoever that is, yeah? So I've got to make the screen big so I can read it. Yeah, that's it, man. La. You heard the tune, yeah? It's mad, innit, man? Come on, man. Like, the man them got super wild outrage, yeah? If you play them bits to the same guys that are outraged here, they're gonna give you 10 million excuses. But that's not it. That's not the only thing we got to play still, man. But let me introduce Marcus while he's here, man. Marcus, Wagwan G.
Just a minute, I've got a really good documentary and it's quite a nice crossover between football, Israel and politics. Right, I've got it. I'm going to post it in back chat. You might not want to play it. It's your discretion because it's Guardian newspaper. But basically, Beitar Jerusalem and it's really a politicised football club in Israel. Where it'll explain it. It's a good documentary, but it's there for if you want to watch it at some time. I can't post
I
it.
watch it, man.
Yeah, and it's even got fucking Netanyahu at the start. That's its roots. Its roots are in politics, right? It's really fucking like extreme Zionist football club in Israel. Beitar Jerusalem, anyway. That's a Guardian documentary. Right, I'm jumping off anyway. Catch you later.
Alright, G.
Hope you've had a
Yeah,
nice
big
day.
up, big up,
Right.
big up. Big up, big up, big up. Come on, man. So we got a little bit more to play, man. Yeah. We got more to play, man, you know. So shout out man like Lewis, yeah, from TikTok, yeah. Shout out man like Lewis on TikTok though. Labour tried to recruit him, you know. And he said, nah, nah, nah. Nah, nah, nah. Hey, yo, hey, Lewis, talk to them, man.
Vylan said at Glastonbury Festival. If you think what Bob Vylan said at Glastonbury Festival was really bad, I'm going to read you out some quotes from mainstream Israeli news media, and you can tell me which is worse, because last year 3 human rights organizations in Israel collected all these very genocidal quotes, and none of these people have been cancelled. And if you think I'm about to show you some niche news channel, absolutely not. This is the first news channel that the Prime Minister of Israel, Benjamin Netanyahu, went on after October 7th. Let's start off light. A famous singer called Ayal Golan was a guest on the show and said that Gaza should be totally wiped out. Not one person.
Alright, pause. Yes, that if there's a call for a genocide, yeah. That was it there. Yeah, if we're measuring a call for a genocide, yeah, wiping out the whole place, anyone that's there, yeah, chanting about there's no uninvolved civilians. That's it there, bruv. Like, so making comparisons to what Bob Vylan said compared to that. You know what one man tried to tell me, cuz he said, "Oh, yeah, but they said it in Israel." All right, cool. Right? They said it in Israel, yeah. Well, Bob Vylan said it in Glastonbury. Like, he didn't say it in Israel either. Like, if that's what we're saying, is a good enough reason for why we shouldn't condemn what any of these politicians or members of parliament have said in the mainstream media or whatnot. Wow, still, man. You know what? I don't think the man them think of the answers that they're giving when they're giving the answers. Yo, Lewis, talk to them. Let it play.
Should be left there. Now, this next one has to be my absolute favourite. So a guest journalist was on the show and they were talking about the rules of engagement, and he advocated for just shooting civilians. And then the host said to them, shoot civilians? And he said, certainly, yes. And then the studio audience clapped.
All right, you hear that one there? I'm sure Bob Vylan done a statement saying that they're not against Jewish people and blah, 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 this, that, and the other. And everything else that goes with it. They're against the war machine and all this, that, and the other. These men are talking about wipe out civilians. While we're not hearing no pearl clutches. I never heard no pearls jingling. No outrage. All I heard is a black guy said something we don't like. You know what I'm saying? How you mean? Russ Vylan.
A radio news host was a guest on the show and he said we need to bomb them indiscriminately because right now we're doing it discriminately, and that's not.
Oh, yeah, that there? Yeah, that one there? Indiscriminately. That is wild. Like, are we still clutching our pearls at Bob Vylan's speech, yeah? You're still pearl clutching?
Good thing. Another lovely guest on the show said the enemy is not Hamas, it's Gaza. The enemy is not Fatah, another political party. It's the Arabs of Judea and Samaria. When you say population, there's no population. In Gaza, there are 2.5 million terrorists. If there are no innocent...
See it there? Now, hold on. He ain't finished yet.
in Gaza, then there is no reason for the knock on the roof. That's when they warn them when they're going to blow a building up. In the first 10 hours of the war, as soon as we saw what they did and everything else that they did, we should have just taken out 50,000 Gazans. He's basically just saying we should have just immediately...
Yeah, that we should have just taken. But like, this is wild. It is wild, cuz, man. So these same pole clutching weirdos, fucking jobless cunts that are just there, probably didn't even see the shit at the time. Man watched the video later on and got fucking enraged on someone else's say-so. Like, watch this video and get angry. And then spill your feelings all over the internet. Mad. Wild, wild, wild.
Wiped out a chunk of the population as punishment. Ooh, fun fact, so this same news channel on their website, they had a counter for how many people had lost their life in Gaza, and it included civilians, but they called it the terrorist kill counter. So every single civilian was counted as a terrorist, and that was on their website.
Yeah, so it seems like it's okay for anyone that's against Palestine to label all of them as terrorists, but the people that are fighting against Israel have to make specific differentiations between civilians, armies, Jewish people, non-Jewish people, and blah blah blah. It's wild, isn't it? Crazy, man, but let it play.
Another guest on the news show said it needs to be total destruction without being fearful of words like humanitarian disaster. Just exterminate them. A professor who was a guest on the show said that he can't say certain things just in case he got sued by The Hague, but he was joking about it helps him sleep at night watching all the buildings getting blown up, and he enjoys it. Let's have more. Destroy as much as possible so they won't have anywhere to go back to. Hang on a second. The Hague is calling hello. That's what he said. He is mocking the court that was created to help prosecute what the Germans clapped.
Whoops, I reminded there.
The professor who was a guest on the show said that he can't say certain things just in case he got sued by The Hague, but he was joking about it helps him sleep at night watching all the buildings getting blown up, and he enjoys it. Let's have more. Destroy as much as possible so they won't have anywhere to go back to. Hang on a second. The Hague is calling hello. That's what he said. He is mocking the court that was created to help prosecute what the Germans did in the 1930s and 40s.
See it there? Wild. But there you make any comparisons about flipping World War II and Israel, and these men are going to call you anti-Semitic, but the man them are going to mock the court that was used to prosecute World War II enemies of extreme anti-Semitism. It's wild still, man, but, you know.
Just to finish, on social media, one of the hosts said that we should just nuke Gaza. Huh. If you think what Bob Vylan said at Glastonbury...
Yeah, you see that there? Mad. So, yeah, it's crazy, cuz, man. We got to measure out these things properly still. Yeah. And you can't cancel Bob Vylan. I don't think you'll be able to cancel them still. You might be able to take away a visa or whatever, yeah. I don't think you're going to cancel them still. And I think most of the people that will want to cancel them are just some fucking frowsy right-wing boomers anyway, man. Some old-ass, unwashed, decrepit lunatics. You get me, Kaz? Man. All right, man. So we got let's go. We got a message from Sean Kuti, yeah, fella Kuti's son, youngest son. Yeah. We need to play this message every stream in it, man. So until these man start acting on what they're supposed to be fighting against, in it, yeah. Mad. All right, let it play.
For young people in Europe, I know you want to free Palestine, you want to free Congo, you want to free Sudan, you want to free Iran. There's a new one every week. Free Europe. Free Europe from right-wing extremism. Free Europe from fascism. Free Europe from racism. Free Europe from imperialism. When you do this job, as soon as you do this job, Gaza will be free, Congo will be free, Sudan will be free, Iran, forget about us, don't worry about it. Free Europe.
Yeah, man. Free Europe, man. Free Europe from racism, fascism, far-right ideologies, and just straight lunatics, cuz. Yeah, fam. Yeah. Come on, big up, big up, big up. I used to go to school with a Nigerian gangster called, well, he's not a gangster, but a Nigerian guy called Shuen. But everyone just called him Sean, innit? That's why I keep going to say Sean. But, you know the thing, man. So let's remove that one from the studio. Yeah. Old type Maximil Robisphere. Talk to them, man. These men are acting like these weirdos or these funny guys. They're acting like that Bumbleclot Lucy Colony is Nelson Mandela or something like. You hear me? Don't worry about her pleading guilty in court. Yeah. Don't worry about her actually inciting people to go and burn down hotels that some people did attempt to do. Or nothing like that. Yeah, or calling for people to get harmed. And some of these people actually did get harmed. Or nothing like that. You know what I'm saying? Like, don't worry about none of that. Cause yeah, she's just Nelson Mandela. And we need to free her because Bob Vylan said something to the IDF. Man! Let's shut the fuck up. Yo. Let it play.
Hi guys, so the response to Bob Vylan's comments at Glastonbury has been unhinged. So we've had Labour and Conservative MPs having a meltdown. We've had the United States government impose a travel ban on Bob Vylan, meaning he won't get a visa, which is somewhat ironic because they were recently criticising Europe and the UK for not upholding free speech.
Facts. What about free speech? What about free speech? But free speech is only, like, I keep trying to tell you, man, before. Yeah. These man want selective speech. It means certain people can say whatever they want. No consequences, and it doesn't matter who it affects. Others can't. Yeah, from years ago, I've been telling you that these men are campaigning for selective speech and not free speech. They want to be able to say some of the wildest shit ever, but not hear no reply. Like, that is facts upon facts. Man, I've been saying that from we was doing G Circle in Speaker's Corner. Them days there till today. Yeah? Selective speech, because that's how these men do their thing every day. Cause like, yo, these men want to tell you some of the wildest shit in the world. Like, you're even gonna get, yeah, some man that even heard people saying blow up this, jump on to argue with you to say that's not what they meant. Oh man, fucking hell, man. Yo, Robbie, let it play.
Make of that as you wish. And then, of course, we had people on the far right comparing throwing Bob Vylan in jail to, without due process, of course, to Lucy Nelson Mandela Connolly. Now, instead of actually speculating, let's hear what an expert had to say. And Jonathan Hall is a KC, and this is what he had to say.
With that sort of offence, you've got to prove whether he knew someone in the audience was Jewish and that they might...
Oh, okay, but the chant was not about Jewish people. It was about the IDF. Now, I've mentioned this before. A majority of people in the IDF is Jewish, obviously. But it's not 100%. About 10%, I believe, is made up of Muslims, Christians, atheists, and other religions.
I didn't pause it there, man, because that is a big bait and switch that man them are really trying to pull the wool over your eyes, or the wool over Bob Vylan's eyes, where they're saying that this IDF chant is anti-Semitic. I'm not too sure. I don't know if I agree with that still. Like, I'm not saying that man should just be able to make those sort of chants here. But I'm not saying that it's an anti-Semitic chant like Robert Spears just explained just there. The IDF isn't only made up of just Jews. You know what I'm saying? Like, so, you know, and also, yeah, if you wanna be factual, yeah, there's newspapers in the UK that are calling for Bob Dylan to be cancelled and prosecuted, that have said as a newspaper headline, "Death to Labour," with a picture of Ed Miliband on the front cover. So that's weird, isn't it? That these men are gonna say in their own paper, "Death to this," with a caveat underneath. Obviously, we don't mean kill Ed Miliband. We just mean we want Labour Party to be ended. But if my man does the same thing, Bob Vylan's basically done the same thing, gave a clarification statement the next day, the same newspaper are saying, he should be prosecuted, he should be prosecuted. Like, you're calling for your own selves to be prosecuted. Yeah, it's wild, isn't it? Yeah, what people want to do with speech when it's on the opposing side, but the things that they want to uphold when the speech is on their side. Mad. Like, I don't know from when we haven't heard people being saying death to this organization, death to that, and we want the end of this and we want that to finish and blah 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 blah. People been saying that for years, customers. So trying to remix it and finesse it now is crazy still, man. But it's great.
So if the IDF is not 100% Jewish, then why are you mentioning Jews here? Because the chant was directed at the IDF, not Jewish people.
Might be harassed by him saying that. Now, if, as I say, if he knew that there was a bunch of Jews in the audience and he thought, well, I'm going to demonstrate my hostility towards them, and it would be terrifying, I think, to be one of a small number of Jews in an audience facing that sort of mass chanting, then that could amount to an offence. And obviously, calling for the death of any group of human beings is an extraordinary thing to do, an extraordinary thing to happen at a festival. But as I say, in order to prove it's a crime, you've got to show a little bit more. Either that he intended generally that the Brits would rise up against the Jews, or that people in the audience who might be Jewish would therefore be harassed. And I think that's going to be the...
Pause. Like we did ask you the question, you know what it is, yeah? Sometimes you gotta watch what the chess moves that man's trying to lay out for you earlier on, innit, yeah? Because you know, earlier on this week here, I've been making sure that I get some of you lunatics to confirm or deny or to agree or disagree with, do you think that any of the people listening to Bob Vylan at Glastonbury are going to make their way over to Bombakla, Israel, to start attacking the IDF, or will start attacking any sort of people or persons linked to the IDF within the UK? Or do you think that there was any visible IDF supporters in the crowd that Bob Vylan was singling out? I would say you're going to have an extremely difficult time trying to prove that. And even a fucking duty solicitor, unpaid for solicitor, would slap the shit out of that in court. Like, get that in a headlock and bulldog it to the wall, mate. Yeah? Bulldog! You hear me? My God, man, it's very
challenge for the police.
I'm hearing scepticism, Jonathan. I'm hearing someone say, I'm not at all sure that this is likely to cross the evidential bar. Is that right?
That is right. And I think we do have to remember, I mean, it's a horrible, horrible thing that happened, but I haven't got to remember it was a relatively short episode during a band performance. And I think that Vylan and those people who then carried out the chants, it's probably going to be on their consciences rather than a matter for the criminal law.
But social media has convicted him. Have you not been following current events, Jonathan? Okay, look, it doesn't seem to be a case. There's no real case here. And this is a KC talking. This is not me talking. This is an expert talking. As I said before, the chant was directed at the IDF. Like, a number of Jewish people have already come out and said, look, I didn't feel threatened by this because I'm not a member of the IDF. The only people who may feel uncomfortable about, or who should feel uncomfortable about these comments, are members of the IDF. I've compared it to, if somebody was chanting such a threat or words directed at the Iranian Revolutionary Guard, would you say it was Islamophobic?
And 100% of the chat are all going to say, of course we wouldn't say it's Islamophobic if you said death to the Iranian Guard. Yeah? But the lunatics in the chat are going to say, of course it's anti-Semitic if he said the same thing about the IDF. You know what I'm saying? Like, so... Got him. Alright, let it play.
Because, well, majority, if not 100%, of the Iranian Revolutionary Guard are Muslim. The comparison is a bit weak, of course, but, some people will say, well, why not compare it to Hamas? But Hamas is a terrorist.
And also, yeah, it's more likely that everyone in the Iranian Revolutionary Guard is actually a Muslim than everyone in the IDF actually being, like you said, there's Christians, Muslims, atheists, and others in there. So it is what it is, man. You know what I mean?
Organization prescribed by the United Kingdom. So it's not a good comparison there. This is going to rumble on for a few days, but I think it's going to end in a pretty quiet way, because politicians are trying to jump on a bandwagon, especially people like Suella Braverman and others. It will come to nothing because, as the expert says here, there isn't really a case. So I think it will rumble on for a few days. A few politicians will try and milk it a little bit more, and then by this time next week, we won't even remember what was said. Let me know in the comment section, guys, what you think, and I'll see you in the next video.
Yeah, come on, shout out Robert Spears still, man. You know what I'm saying? If mad still. Imagine the man getting angry about someone making a political statement at Glastonbury. Like, there's literally a political statement every year. Man them are crying about a rock star saying something wild. Rock stars have been saying wild shit from the start. I swear Ozzy Osbourne bit a bat's head off or something like that on stage one time. Like, the fuck's going on, man? You know what I'm saying? I swear Stormzy was on that stage the other time saying Black Lives Matter and all that blah blah blah. I swear Jeremy Corbyn was at Glastonbury and the people them done the oh Jeremy Corbyn on the fucking stage. So acting like there ain't ever been no fucking political statements made in any places like this. It's fucking spazzy, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, these man are actual dimwits, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, like crazy still, man. And you can see how right-leaning the media and even mainstream politicians and all that are. Because if the right-wing babies, like the fucking ethno-brats, the way that Schiffer gave them the right description, these ethno-brats, because the man they move like sport brats and fucking little crybabies. You know what I'm saying? Like, so these fucking ethno-brats will celebrate someone doing the exact same thing on the other way around, but want the person on the other side to be sent to jail. Or they'll want someone that's made a statement that's worse than the person's statement to be released from jail, but someone that's made a statement not as bad to be sent to jail. And then also at the same time, yeah, we'll be barling about the statements made on the same news report. It shows that the IDF had killed people that was trying to get cool down from the heat of the tents that they've been refugeed off into because of the decimation of Gaza or whatever. Like, them man don't matter, innit? Like, these innocent dudes that just got killed for no reason or for nothing, just trying to stay cool in the heat when the house has been smashed to pieces or whatever. Like, yeah, we've got no compassion for them, innit? We've only got contempt for them. Man's got compassion for people that I don't know how Bob Vylan's chant would have any effect on any IDF member. Like, there's no way that chant is going to have any effect on any IDF member. Like the guy that replied to me, I swear it was Dean that replied to me on that one there. Yeah, he's like, yeah, but they're in Israel. The people that was talking about wiping out everyone in Gaza, yeah, but they're in Israel. But Bob Vylan's in Glastonbury. And Glastonbury's not in Israel, is it? Mad. So, let's get to the last one, man. I'm about to get home now still, man. Who said anti-white? Imagine, bro, listen, if you're a racist, yeah, stop talking about anything to do with racism. Yeah. If you are a blatant racist, stop talking about anything to do with racism. Because you're going to make yourself look stupid. Mad. Alright, last one, man. Last one. This is a great comparison, yeah? Alright. Play. Oops. I didn't do play. Hold on. Hang on. I heard you want your country back.
Right. To politely explain to me why you seem to think it's okay for people to say burn down hotels with asylum seekers in, people who are unarmed, people who are not a threat, and you will actively campaign to free people who say things like that from prison if they get locked up. But when Bob Vylan gets on stage and he says death to the IDF, which is an actual armed force, it's actually carrying out the will of a government, so it's an actual threat to some people's lives, all of a sudden you're not screaming free speech anymore, you're screaming lock him up. you're advocating for his arrest, you're advocating for the censorship of his free speech. Seems to me that you only believe in free speech when it's speech that you agree with.
That's it, man. And that's the facts there. The point proven about this selective speech that the man them really want to be championing. Because the man them want to be able to say anything they want, no matter how it makes anyone else feel. But you can't say nothing that hurts any. You can't say no hurty words to any of these free. Excuse you. What the fuck are you guys doing, man? I like that's blatantly what it is, man. Two-tier speeching, two-tier fucking being able to express words that you may not like. Like, I can't lie, yeah. From when we started the panel till now, yeah, literally, I would say 90% of the shows, someone has said something that I don't like. But 90% of the shows, someone's either been on the panel and said something that I don't like, or they've typed in the chat about something that I don't like, or whatever. There is ways though. I mean, I'm actually encouraging people who have opinions that differ from mine, but are able to use their mind to voice those opinions sensibly with factual evidence that correlates with the opinions that they hold, to make their way to the panel and hold these discussions. So if there's been a free speech advocate around here that hasn't been labelled or hasn't tried to label themselves as some fucking free speech warrior or advocate, yeah, that's me. Yeah, because mad. Yeah, that's me. How about crazy, cuz? Let's from the screen. We can get that Armani model back on the screen. You know? Yeah, I heard Giorgio Armani didn't make the fashion show. He's ill, man. Fam, I heard Giorgio Armani didn't make the fashion show, cuz. Mad. Let's hope Armani gets well soon, man. You know? Hey, Papa Cup, you know what else happened as well, yeah? That's wild, yeah? IDF soldiers have admitted to opening fire on civilians queuing up for aid. Also. But these man's mouth are quiet, silent. Basically, yeah, what it is, yeah, is that they'll find out any of this sort of information, but they just won't say nothing in it and hope that you don't say nothing. So if you don't say nothing, they'll still try to pressure you on some other points that them man know about and try to hide things like this from any arguments that you'll be able to bring to these men about the war in Gaza at the moment. So, you know, like they said, man, you gotta keep your friends close and your enemies closer. Yeah, because yeah, you have to get as much knowledge as you can, yeah, because these men will try to bypass any arguments that are unwinnable that will go on your side, but we'll try to get you to double down on some crazy arguments or some stupid shit like fucking being some alleged Hamas supporter or some other bollocks. And you're like, we should refuse to answer those questions or whatever. I refuse to answer that, bro, because you're chatting shit. If you can provide any evidence of, I'll talk for myself here, me, Velimus, Maximus, Decimus, the Bomber Clout first, the Foss, you hear me? Not even the first, you know, the Foss. Yeah? Bring it forward, man. Bring it forward, man. Yeah, but Killer K, listen, yeah, you ain't gonna go over to fucking India and stop your Indian guys raping off all the Indian women, though. Like, you ain't gonna do nothing like that. You're just gonna sit here in the chat and just talk about black people. Like the racist ass Indian you are. You get me? That's all you're gonna do. And start screaming, Triller! Triller! Like some nitty, man. Behave yourself, man. Calm yourself down, man. What's wrong with these inbreds, man? It's what, you know what's this year? These men are going on like the places where they come from is some fucking perfect utopia. Are you okay, cuz? Are you okay, cuz? What the fuck out of here, man? Shut up, man. Yeah, you do. Oh, now Britain's your home, yeah? That's the one now. Man, shut up, man. Are you trying to talk through there if you come back India or Indian? You idiot. Alright? Yo, when it's time for India to get light up now, man, they're gonna try to tell you that they're British, yeah? Man, shut the fuck up, man. You're an idiot. Yeah, idiot. I move up, man. I'm tired of you pagans, man, running up your mouth like you can open your mouth about anything. Behave yourself, man. When you stop the grapers in your place, yeah, then you can start talking about any other people's place. Until then, make like Bob Dylan, you get me? Shut the fuck up! You get me? Alright, man, cool off, man. Behave yourself. Hey, you know what I noticed as well, yeah? That enough of these pussies don't like, though, yeah? Because these man want to type any sort of offensive shit to you in the chat, yeah? And you start banning fire on any of these, man, yeah? These men are going to start fucking getting back into their crap shows. Because, like, so... Yeah, it's okay for these men to criticize your homeland, your way of life, or any of your actions. Let you start criticizing any of these men's actions, yeah? You see, how long were you going to take for these men to type back again? Man, shut up, man. Stop barling, man. Enough of you, man, have done it, cuz, like, yo, imagine, yeah, for years, yeah, I let cognitive dissonance chat bare shit, yeah? When we start questioning him and start sticking it on him, about his transracial business and blah 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 blah. These man don't type again. Yeah, the same shit happened with Bamba Clark. What's his name? I remember Foster. He won't type anything in the chat. You man one fire him. These pussies ain't gonna type again, man. So you see, if you've got a weak heart and you can't take the insults that you want to give out, shut your mouth and don't type in it. If you can't take being offended, don't say nothing that's going to be offensive, innit? And no one won't say nothing that's offensive to you. Now, Adam's a pussy, innit, yeah? But he'll still come here and type, even though I called him a pussy or whatever, innit, yeah? So, I ain't even talking about him in that stuff. Carl's a fucking lunatic, yeah? He's still gonna come here and type or whatever, innit, yeah? So, really, I'm not even talking to him. I'm talking to a man that won't come type, greasy talk, yeah? And then when you start talking to them greasy the same way, they want to start calling fucking all sorts of charity cases. Oh my God, you're attacking me! Oh my God, you're attacking me! Stop it! You hear me? Mad. What's the time now? Yeah, that's funny. I bet you, I bet you at least 10 of your cousins, yeah, have paid to get someone to inject shit in their lips to make them look fuller. I bet ya. You are dumb, you know. Stop saying dumb stuff, man. You fucking spazzes. Jeez. My lover? What the fuck are you talking about? Yes, my G. I can never sing for you, my lover. My lover. What are you talking about, man? Oh, Jeremy Corbyn, man. That's JC. That's Jesus. How you mean, man? Me no love, man. How I don't feel like, cuz, man. Yo. Bad. Oh shit! Someone wrote something in the private chat. Yeah, let me see. Let me see. Oh yeah, mockers. Yeah. I need to look at that still when I'm done. We might do a little show on that once we film up, you know. Hey, I don't know why Luke's moving like Forrest Gump, cuz. Yeah, I don't know why Luke's moving like Forrest Gump, cuz, man. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, facts, man. If an army that these men didn't support carried out the actions that the IDF have carried out in the same sort of time, yeah, these men will be calling terrorists from the hilltops. They'll be shouting terrorists from the river to the sea. You get me? Yeah. What? that be shouting terrorists from the river to the bomber clock seekers. These men are terrorists. These men are terrorists. These men are terrorists. But you know what we have to do here? Just like wait, because someone's gonna do a. You know, people are mad, innit? Out here, someone's gonna do something mad from one of these other countries, and then it's gonna be like, these men are going, oh, these men are terrorists. Look what they did. Look what they did. Yeah, and then when you make the comparison between a previous scenario that these men supported and the other scenario that these men are against that are exactly like for like, these men are going to start doing some body pop, robot, boogaloo, all sorts, man. The fucking hula hoop, running man, shuffle, all that, mate. Bear dancing. Alright, man. You know the rules of the game. You know the fucking rules of the game, bitch. One sec. One sec. One sec. Mad. But let's finish it up on there, yeah? The same people want the members of Bob Vylan locked up are the same people who want Lucy Connolly freed. Is that not a conundrum of conundrums? Is that not the conundrum of conundrums? Yeah. Oh, mercy. Yeah, Channel 4 a little later, yeah? I think that Gaza Doctors thing's on. It was supposed to be on BBC, innit? They refused to air it. That's mad, innit? Mad. Hey, BBC's got to be the most hated media by all sides of the fence, innit? Because, you know, if you say you're leaning onto the left side of the fence, more times people will say, oh, the BBC's right wing, you're right leaning. Or the right wingers say, oh no, the BBC's right leaning. You know what I'm saying? That so they can't win shit, mate. Yeah, they can't win no battles, what? Yeah, they can't win no battles of the hearts in this thing. Even the centrists are anti-BBC, so it's mad. Yeah, alright, cool, man. Say less then, man. We out of here, man. Yeah, man. You know, if you don't like Verdi, SYM. You know what SYM stands for? Type it in the chat if you know what SYM means. Yeah? Type it in the chat if you know what SYM means. Mad.
country back. Shut the fuck up. I heard you want your country back. You can't have that. I heard you want your country back. Shut the fuck up. I heard you want your country back. Oh shit, me too. You stole it right out of my hands and pulled the rug right under my feet. I'm Nat Turner meets Nat King Cole, a well-dressed brother with a revolution in my soul. We the people in the street, got the gammons on retreat and their blood boils over when we speak, so let it be heard. We ain't wasting a scrap when we eat, and when we come for it, then we coming to kill. Country back. Shut the fuck up. I heard you want your country back. You can't have that. I heard you want your country back. Shut the fuck up. I heard you want your country back. Oh shit, me too. You stole it right out of my hands and put the rug right under my feet. I'm Nat Turner meets Nat King Cole, a well-dressed brother with a revolution in my soul. We the people in the street, got the gammons on retreat and their blood boils over when we speak, so let it be heard. We ain't wasting a scrap when we eat, and when we come for it, then we coming to keep. I heard you want your country back. Ha! Shut the fuck up. I heard you want your country back. You can't have that. I heard you want your country back. Ha! Shut the fuck up. I heard you want your country back. Well shit, me too. I heard you want your country back. Shut the fuck up. I heard you want your country back. You can't have that. The only place I know, stolen right under my nose by ignorant scum, trying to lay claim to a land that ain't theirs anyway. Wait, what did you say? I heard you want your country back.